Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky, the I'm not watching AGDQ edition. If you're watching this, like, pretty much when it comes up, you know, you're missing it! Go watch it right now! Look on twitch.tv, it's like the very first result. So, we have our team ready, and we have our items ready? No. Alright, give me a second. Alright, we are back, and I suddenly can't move. Okay. So today we're headed to, the Crystal Cave. That's right. We need to stop the nefarious Grovyle from stealing yet another time gear from Azelf, as we had seen in our vision. It appears that time has not stopped yet, so perhaps we're still in time. Time. This is the wrong game. This is Explorers of Sky, not, time. So this is Crystal Cave. Somewhere inside this cave, there should be a passageway that leads to Azelf's... God, that's a hard name. Lake. But it will take us forever if we search every step of the way. For starters, let's go as deep as we can. Let's do our best, Sumiko. And so we enter the Crystal Cave, home to Pokemon that are rock types? I'm kind of guessing, actually. I don't remember. So we've got a party of Sumiko, Zoya, Travis, and Whoop, as usual. And I just saw something, but I had no idea what it was because it was only on screen for like half a second. So we'll just continue onwards until we run into something. You'll notice that this is one of the darkness areas, and we have actually run into a Viper. It is a poison type, which means if I had a move such as a psychic move, it would be great against him. Dig works well too. Granted, my attack is not super incredible. It's my special attack that will be doing most of the damage. Speaking of most of the damage, here's a Beldum. It is a Steel Psychic? Is it Psychic yet? I guess we'll find out, because we just got a belt. Dang, that's some good RNG right there. Getting a Beldum is not easy, if I remember correctly. Or am I thinking of just Sun and Moon? I don't know. Either way, we need to name this Beldum, and in honor of a friend of mine who loves the hell out of Beldum and its evolutionary line, we shall call him... because it doesn't have an actual gender, Yoru. I don't know why I didn't type it using the mouse. It would have been faster. Also, my mind is so on thinking about how to run games as fast as I can. It's just kind of throwing me off, actually. So we've got a couple of episodes to record today too, because I need to do 2 of each because I had to go into my backups because last week I was sick as a dog. So yeah, our playtimes are already 13 hours. Speedrunners would cry. Okay, we need to go to his stats and item master. Turn that off. Course checker. Don't run into traps. I like that. That's a good one. Speaking of, let's check his moves. That's right, Beldum only knows takedown. Also, is he a psychic type? Also, definitely should not have sent away Whoop. He needs to be a Matang to be really useful. But he is a steel psychic type. So, you know, he'll resist a bunch of stuff. That's good. He's weak to ground, though. Everything else is actually either normal or resist, so... Beldum, Matang, Metagross, pretty good. Also very effective against fairy types, because of their weakness to steel. Alright, so we've made it to the 2nd floor now. Let's see what we've got. I'm surprised the HP between a Donphan and a Vulpix is so close, considering that when I had an Alolan Vulpix, she was really, really squishy. Anyway, this is a Graveler. He is the evolved form of Geodude. As such, he is a rock ground type. So nature power will work pretty well. Not a super effective shot though. How does nature power work again? I have already forgotten. Not that it really matters. In the end, we're not the one using it, so I don't need to know how to use it. I'll just let the computer figure that one out. As you can hear, I'm still a teeny tiny little bit, not even sick, just more congested than anything, you know? How, like, after you're sick, you're still, like, filled with mucus? Which is, I'm sure, a lovely image for everybody. Also, that's a Survivor. I'm gonna go ahead and use Dig again, because it was so effective the first time. I mean, it does over 100 points of damage. It's pretty much guaranteed to one-shot anything in here, or at least any Survivors in here. It would actually work really well against Beldum as well, but we do have Flame Power for that. Can Dig cut corners? I don't think it can. Enemy in front, yeah, so it can't. We'll use Flame Power. That one-shots him too, so it's alright. The stab bonus, the special band, all that stuff, giving us some pretty good power with that move. One of these days I need to play Etrian Mystery Dungeon, and the hundreds of other 3DS games that I have, and put Pokemon down for once in my life. Let's see, I still haven't even caught Guzzlord. Working on it. Another Beldum. Take him out. That does almost 200 points of damage with all the bonuses. So anything weak to it pretty much dies instantly. Bosses don't last very long if they're weak to fire. And as long as they're not resistant to it, as you saw with Mesprit, they'll still die pretty good. Which is why I'm glad to be up against a Grovyle here, because that will be very useful indeed. I notice this version of Vulpix, which is based on which game? Okay, I thought I was holding L there, but apparently the game thought I wasn't. I think it's Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, but it might be a little later than that. Because they have Riolu and stuff, so it'd be more black and white? Either way, these games do not give your Vulpix Hex, which would be incredible against a certain ghost-type enemy. But maybe we still get it later. I'm pretty sure we would have had it by now, though, because in Sun and Moon, I'm pretty sure my Vulpix had it, like, when I caught her. And in fact, she still knows it as a Ninetales, because I couldn't think of anything better. It's a Grey Gummy. It works well for rock types, so something that probably won't get too much use with me, but we'll see. Moving forward, we've been paralyzed, so we're gonna move back, and I believe I can still throw things. Well, no, I don't have to. But you can also Quick Attack from behind your partner. Which is why Quick Attack as the lead Pokemon is pretty useful. So I grew to level 25, just like we did. He's always right behind us. Using that ancient power to hit that Wormadam from across the corner. Wormadam is an interesting Pokemon. It is the evolved form of Burmy, and as such, it can have one of 3 different types. This one, I believe, is the ground type. And bug. So it's either grass bug, ground bug, or trash bug. I don't actually remember if it has like a certain type when it's trash bug, or if it's just bug, or if it's bug normal. I can't remember. Either way, we can kill them pretty easily. This is a Cranidos, which we won't be able to kill that easily. He's a pure rock type. We'll try Feint Attack, I guess. I mean, fire works against him, but I'm starting to run low on flamethrowers. Here's where I wish I had those 200 lepa berries in my Sun Moon game. The enemies here are really good experience, I just noticed. 400 apiece. And you need about 7,000 to level at 25, so not too many required. I feel we're at a pretty good level right now. In fact, I feel we might be a little over-leveled. But it's hard to be over-leveled in a Pokemon game. Well, at least Mystery Dungeon. It's real easy in the new ones because you just turn on experience share and then suddenly everybody has like 10 levels on everything. It's crazy. I fought the champion at like level 70, so... If you want to give yourself at least a little bit of challenge, I'd recommend not turning on experience share in both XY... No, not XY. The Alpha Sapphire... OROS. Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, and Sun Moon. We've been slowed. That's cool. I thought you were a course checker, Yoru. What the heck? I mean, friggin' Travis dodged it fine. Gotta recycle. It's useful if you're holding a berry, but other than that, it's not great. Feint Attack seems to be working alright against these. We can take them out in 2 shots. And they always have the ability Mold Breaker, which I don't know what it does. I think it allows them to hit things they wouldn't normally be able to, such as like, if you were fighting an Electros and it has levitation, obviously, but you want to hit it with ground. God dang it, people! Stop! Okay, we're just gonna wait it out. Okay. Instead of having everyone get all separated and then things get really messy, we'll just wait it out real quick with the good old A-B trick. It's another Cranidos. Quite a few of them on these lower floors. It's like Palace of the Dead. Alright, I should probably find a Wonder Tile, but we don't need it, because we're about to hit the next floor. B10. Should be coming close to the end of Crystal Cave now. Which, does not mean the end of the episode, of course. Just because I need to do 2 episodes today does not mean I'm going to do shorter episodes to compensate. That would be dumb, because I'm still uploading them at the same rate. People may have noticed I forgot to upload on Friday. That's because I'm dumb. I went to go hang out with my fiance, watch some movies. We watched Boy and the Beast, or Bakemono no Ko. And it's a good movie. It's by the same guy who did, you know, Summer Wars and the Digimon movie and the other thing he's known for. Wolf Children. Yes. That other thing, you know. Yeah, I enjoyed it quite a lot. There was actually even one moment that got me a little bit emotional, but not too much. I mean, the other Summer Wars, there's a scene in Summer Wars that just hurts, and that's all I'm going to say about it. Because if you haven't seen it, I'm not about to spoil it in this random Pokemon Mystery Dungeon LP, and then you'll be like, why'd you spoil Summer Wars? So, yeah. Okay. B11 was it. We are now at the Crystal Cave depths. With a Kangaskhan statue? Is this the deepest part of the caverns? Hey, Sumiko, over there! Oh no, it's a color puzzle. Look at these 3 crystals. They're huge. They're in different colors, too. Clearly they stand out from the other crystals because they're huge and they are different colors. On the way here, we didn't see anything out of the ordinary. So I think these 3 crystals are clues, Sumiko. They must be keeping a secret. It makes sense. I feel the same way. On the journey to Fogbound Lake, where we met Uxie, I don't read things in flashbacks. Groudon's stone statue held the secret. Then on the way to the underground lake where we met Mesprit. It was the sand pool of death and destruction. Except not. The quicksand pools allowed passage into the underground lake. So could this place lead to Azelf's Lake? It should be like those other two places. There should also be a secret here. Whoa! Oh, okay. This crystal changes colors when you touch it. This crystal changes color when you touch it too. This might have something to do with solving this place's secret. Try touching them for yourself, Sumiko. The color does change when I touch it, and it can change into a variety of colors. Master puzzle solver right there. 3 crystals. Changing colors. What could this all mean? It's starting again. A dimensional scream. I see. Of the 3 spiritual elements of knowledge, emotion, and willpower. I'm assuming that this is Grovyle. Okay. I'm glad we got that straightened out. Azelf is the being of willpower. Willpower is the motivation that drives us. It's unifying power. To unify is to make one, so if the colors of the crystals were made one, the path should reveal itself. What is the color of Azelf's spirit? That is the question. He lives at Crystal Lake. Then his spirit must be affected by the crystals. I mean, jeez, could you throw the solution at us any harder? That was unlike my earlier experiences. All I heard was a voice. No, that's wrong. This happened once before. It was a Groudon statue. I heard only a voice that time too. But why does that happen? Why did I hear only a voice then and now? Hey, what's the matter, Sumiko? Oh, did you have another vision? Did another dimensional scream come to you? I knew it! So what did you see? According to that voice, Azelf is the being of willpower. The voice said that the crystals should all be made one color. Make the crystals one color. That's it! I need to match the color. These 3 crystals need to be all the same color. I guess you have an idea about what to do. Now what's the color supposed to be? The color of willpower. That must mean the color of Azelf's spirit. Azelf lives at Crystal Lake. Crystal Cave and Crystal Lake. Is Azelf's spirit as clear as crystal? Or no. Could it be the color of cold water? Or the color of Azelf? I guess you really have an idea about what to do. Okay, I'll leave it up to you, Sumiko. See if you can solve the secret of the 3 crystals. If I can, I'm going to try and find a clip of Professor Layton. Or if I have to, I might even play it and then record that. But we'll see. We'll see. Alright. We can actually store things here. That's useful because I want to store everything I picked up. Hold on. I think I need an extra stun steed. Stun steed. Yes. Alright. Actually, we need a sleep seed too. Always carry a sleep seed with you. Even if you don't remember if there's a boss or not. Just carry one. Thankfully, we have 3. Alright. And then we'll save, which causes slowdown. Or glitching. One of the 2. Oh my god, it's even worse than the last time. Okay, we're gonna be save stating from now on. No more saving at save points because that was just weird. Alright, so we have 3 crystals and 3 just make them blue. I mean, honestly, how... I realize that little kids play this game. I realize that. But that's... It's not... Actually, I think something happens if you make them the wrong color. Give me a second. Nope. Not a dang thing. That would have been cool. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Consider this puzzle solved. A true gentleman leaves no puzzle unsolved.
Whoa. What? A tremor! Oh boy. It's dangerous, Sumiko. Let's back off. Top screen remembrance, though I doubt I could forget it. This is very Layton-like music, actually. Wow, what is this? There's a big jagged opening in the middle. Do you think that we should go through there? Maybe that leads to Azelf's Lake. Alright, those 3 crystals were the keys, Sumiko. They opened a path that may lead to a time gear. It definitely leads to a time gear. I mean, let's be honest here. Let's go, Sumiko. Onward to Azelf's Lake. And so we enter the Crystal Crossing. But what exactly awaits us when we find the underground lake? Let's find out right now. Yeah, you thought I was gonna cut there, didn't you? Probably not if you were looking at the red bar, but still. So, this is actually the grass type Wormadam, which is really, really good because Flamethrower does this. 4 times effectiveness. Oh, right. This place is home to many water types, which is a big problem for a fire type and a grass type. Ground type. Sawyer's a ground type. So we're both weak to water. This is a Weasel. He's a water type. Feint attack. Alright, so we want to try and be extra careful here. Red Gummy. That is a Bagon. He is a dragon type. Which naturally means he is resistant to fire. But Feint attack and a quick attack pretty much clears him out. And because Beldum can levitate, he actually cheats a little bit by walking on water or hovering over it. There's also a lot of water in this level, so if you were a water type, that would probably help you out. I actually remember the first time I played through Darkness, I was a Trico, and seeing Grovyle, it's kind of like, oh man, this is your big brother. And in a way, that's not entirely inaccurate, but we'll get to that. Yep. Okay. A Bagon picked up a Warp Seed. Not that I care. Warp Seeds are pretty meh. Even if you throw them at bosses, it could place them in really bad spots, actually. So you don't want to do that. You really, really don't want to do that. In fact, Warp Seeds are pretty much only good for selling. Might think about doing that later. Because my storage inventory was getting pretty full. But if you sell plain seeds, they are 1 poke each, so don't be afraid to sell them. Did I just feint attack and then quick attack? Am I dumb? Alright. Where is the exit to the 2nd floor? These maps are starting to get a little bit bigger. Or a lot bigger, if you want to be, you know. I don't even know what the word would be for it. If there even is a word for it. So, next week, Final Fantasy XIV's patch 3.5 drops, which means that I'll probably be doing a massive stream at the time of the game going live, and probably a bit before it. The bit before it, just playing random games or whatever. Maybe Stardew Valley, I don't know. But as soon as that patch goes live, I'm gonna be showing off the new dungeons, the 24-man raid, and at least the normal version of the trial. Probably not the extreme though. That's only if we decide we want to do it as a group, and we might have to, because the warrior weapon will probably be a lot better than the Shire one. And Jambo's going to need that. But we'll see. It's really up to him. Probably. Because, I mean, everyone else, our Shire weapons aren't terrible. Mine's not super great. It's dead skill speed. For a machinist, that's pretty much the worst roll you can get. But having, you know, 0 crit on it, especially when the Alex gun is crit-det. But what can you do? Alright, let's see. We're on the 4th floor now. I guess the 3rd floor went by so fast that I forgot I did it. The clear gummy, I believe, is a favorite of ice types? No, that's white. No, white's normal. Yes, so clear as ice. Okay. I'm glad we figured that one out. Got a little bit of money going from this. Definitely most of your money will be coming from completed rescue missions and stuff like that. Completed, we'll just call them quests, because I can't remember what they're called. Actually, they're called requests, I just remembered that. We'll take the Iron Thorns, since that's my main throwing weapon, though I barely use them. Alright, we're gonna switch Sawyer out here. I don't know if that was the super smartest decision, but it's what we'll do. Maybe I can throw the revive seed, warp seed at him real quick, but now we'll be okay. Okay, Crunch is good. This is actually a Floatzel, not a Weasel, so it's the evolved form. Still just a water type, but it's a really strong one. Alright, got the Luminous Orb there, and that is a Glameow. It causes your attack to fall, which really sucks, except when you have Flamethrower. Ooh, Ember, beautiful. That will be really good. My next Flamethrower will be hilariously powerful. Might as well bounce it back at him. See, even with minimal effectiveness, it still did 78. So, it's pretty good. Flash Fire is thankfully useful in this game because enemies' AI isn't that good. So they don't like recognize your type and stuff. Which is why the Weasel doesn't just, or Floatzels, don't just one-shot us in the face every time we run into them. So that's good. There's an item over here, I kinda want it. It's an Oranberry. It's not even a real Oranberry. That's pretty lame. Got some money. Definitely gonna have to take some time to sell things in a shop. I wonder what a fake apple would even do. How much belly do we have? We could actually use that. Let's eat it. Awesome. Now we are back to 100. 100 belly. We're fat, basically. Let's quick attack you, so I don't have to worry about charm. Could know cute charm, but thankfully it's a male actually. And it actually used feint attack. I don't think Glameow can have cute charm as an ability actually, but I don't remember what it has in that case. It's a normal type though, in case I forgot to mention it, which I'm pretty sure I did. Why you can find Glameow in here, that's a whole other question entirely. You can recruit them though. And apparently you can run into Absol here too. That'd be really good. There's one right there. He is a dark type. So if you had fighting moves or bug moves, that'd be really useful. So if you're a Riolu, basically. Since we're not, we'll go ahead and just use Flamethrower. Even though there is a Glalie right behind him. And that's right, Absol knows the ability Pressure. So just like when we were fighting Groudon, Every time we use a move, it uses up 2 of our power points, and that's going to be really unfortunate because now I only have 4 uses of flamethrower. I was gonna say assuming we don't run into another Absol, but it actually doesn't matter because I will never use flamethrower on another Absol again. Beldum, Yoru's gonna fight that Glalie. Oh, right, he knows takedown. Yeah, we need to switch out. Oh, ancient power would have been good. Rock is really useful on ice. Also, this is a Glalie. He is an ice type. Evolves to Frostlass if I remember correctly. Unless that's a different Pokemon. There's another Absol. It used Sword Stance, so that's pretty unfortunate. Let's dig. That's the move I care to lose the power points of the least. And it might not be affected by pressure because of how it works. I need to test that because that Absol could have just not had pressure. I don't know how I'm going to test it though. I can try and hit it with Quick Attack, see if it uses up the power points, and then... Ow! I hate those traps. Especially because your party members will always walk over them with 100% accuracy. Alright. I don't believe we've ever run into one of those. It's pretty self-explanatory though. It blows you into a wall. If it blows you down a path, like a really long path, or if it blows you into one of your teammates, it'll damage you and whoever it hits. So, granted it's only 5 points, so it's pretty whatever. It's more the fact that you get really separated sometimes if you're unlucky. You have to get a really unlucky spawn of it though. This Glalie just used Protect, so there's not really much I can do. Protect is actually really good in this game. It lets you survive more than one hit. To the point where I actually might want to try and learn it myself. Because that's really powerful. Ice Fang made me cringe. That's not good. Switch out with Zoyer. Have him try and hit it with Ancient Power. Or Natural Gift. Natural Gift works too. Up, leveled up. Yoru, you're pretty weird, but that's, I guess, normal for you. Glameo picked up a yellow gummy. It'd be really good if we had an electric type in our team somewhere. A real Oranberry. That's always good. I like that the trick items are purely for people who don't know how to play Pokemon. It's like... Ancient Power should take her out. Or him. I wasn't paying attention. Got that yellow gummy. Okay, Quick Attack. Okay, that's pressure. You also know Quick Attack. Alright, let's just move in then. And dig. Ooh, okay. So it isn't affected by pressure. That's really useful to know. That moves like Dig and Sky Attack don't get affected by it. I think only in the context of this game though. If you use it in a real mainline Pokemon game, I'm pretty sure it still uses too, but I could be wrong. Not that it'll ever be important in like tournaments and stuff, because by the time you run out of power points in those, you're probably not doing that great, or you're destroying your opponent. Either way, it's a pretty moot point. It'd be really nice if I could learn or recruit somebody other than Yoru, because as cool as Beldum is, I really need something that's not a Beldum. Alright, well, that's about as much rest as we're gonna get. Oh, okay, so B12. Alright, let's see, some Silver Spikes. 2 Absols. I hesitate to use Quick Attack because they also know it. Alright, so Dig is the way to go. It does no pursuit, though. I'm not entirely sure what that does in the context of this game. Because normally if you run away, they can strike you. So maybe if you, it's kind of like D&D where it provokes an attack of opportunity. I don't know. I honestly have no idea. By the way, there's an Absol up there, and it quick attacked me. Oh man, we're gonna die. Taunt didn't work, not that it really would on us too well. All of our moves are already attack moves. Another sleep seed, that's always a good pickup. Ba, 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 da. The music in this game is just so good. Blows the first game out of the water, especially a certain track. You'll know it when you hear it because I'll probably be crying in the background. Alright. Or the foreground, maybe? Either way. Wow, we got 2 whole points of healing, but thankfully it's not done yet. Or maybe less than thankfully. It's kind of hard to say. Either way, we're gonna run out of flamethrower power, and I might have to use a max elixir here if that happens, because I really need it for the glailies. Well, no. No. Ground doesn't work on them, only rock. So we could just have Zoyer do most of the work and I can feign attack instead. Alright. Now we're fully healed. Now's a good time for us to hit the final floor. We did it. We have reached the Crystal Lake. But what awaits us? Well, time isn't frozen, so that's always a good sign. But is it too late? Is Grovyle about to grab the time gear and make away with it? Or are we finally in time to stop him once and for all? Find out next time on Let's Play Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky. Until then, later guys. My microphone keeps falling and I need to bend over to talk into it.